First, we're gonna get a bowl and add only 1 cup of our milk. We will warm this up first just so our yeast can rise better when combined with sugar, or rise faster, I guess. I don't like leaving my milk and yeast in the oven the whole time because I don't want to waste electricity. Therefore, I just microwave my liquids in a microwave and then add the rest of the dry ingredients, everything but flour, I should say, and then I will let that rest for about 10 to 15 minutes just so the yeast can get activated. It also depends whether you are using the fast acting yeast or just the regular. That will determine how much time you will wait for your yeast to sit in your milk or liquids if you're using water. Next, I usually don't sift my flour, but I decided to get fancy for this video, and honestly I didn't see a big difference in how my dough is reacting, so I will most definitely not do that anytime again in the future. But I do like the texture of the flour that came out. That's about the only thing that looked better than just dumping your flour in the mixture. So we will combine 3/4 of our flour with our liquids. Well, I only added 1 cup of milk, and then I will slowly add the rest of the milk and water as we go. If you're having an electric mixer or bread maker, this will make your job a lot easier. But I do not have one, so I was just using the tools that I had in the kitchen to mix my dough, and then I added the rest of my water, put on the gloves, and started mixing the dough. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to make my dough looking the way it's supposed to look: soft, stretchy, and not sticking to the edges. It might be frustrating at the beginning if you're doing it manually, but it will all come at its place at the end. It just takes a bit of effort and use it to your muscles. It honestly felt like a workout rolling this dough. After I'm done rolling my dough, I usually transfer it in a different bowl and cover it with oil just to prevent some breakages while the dough is rising. I coated the dough bowl with oil, remixed that's the word, remixed 1 time, or re-kneaded or kneeled again, either way, and then let it sit in the dark and dry place for about an hour. 30 minutes is more than enough, but I had some errands to run, so I let it sit a bit longer this time. And then I will cut the dough into about 4 pretty similarly sized pieces. I like to cover my or coat my knife with some oil just so it can slide through the dough easier. Then I also like to put some oil on my hands as well, just so I can roll the dough better. As you can see, I separated all 4 parts of the dough and started rolling the little balls. Once I roll out a dough into a ball shape, I will press on top to make it a bit more flat and looking like a roll that we're looking for. So I'm kind of pulling out the edges and then combining it all together on the bottom to make it look like a little ball. Then I flatten it out just like I did with this first one. We'll repeat the process with all 4 of the parts. At this point, you should have already turned your oven on just so you can start getting warm and you don't have to wait longer for the temperature to be perfect for your rolls to bake. Okay, now it's all going in the oven and this is the final result. I baked it for 15 minutes, but it can go a few minutes longer or shorter depending on the oven. I will put on the directions in the description box either way, and enjoy.